Hi, and welcome to my second ever Groove Along. Groove Alongs are my way to say anything and everything can be used as art, basically. Not can be used, art can be mixed together to make better art. Basically. This this episode slash video is dedicated kind of. There's an artist that if you haven't heard of her, Caroline Carr. She is an amazing artist. She has amazing music, has an amazing taste on a lot of different things. She's a bit weird, but in a good way. It's the best way to put it. Most of the shit she does, I wouldn't personally do, but I do love her like rock and roll attitude and different things like that. I do mean like personally, like I would dress up like a clown for a friend and because I could, but not daily like she does. It's awesome that she does it, and it's not as simple as a clown. There's more to it. You should watch her videos if you're really interested. She likes making, best way to describe it, demon goth clowns. Best way to put it. They're awesome designs, awesome costumes. Her main style is actually what I based this off of. So if you listen to Caroline at all, and that's why you got this video, you should have already clicked that in your head, and possibly might have actually said that was random chance. It actually wasn't. That was on purpose, which is awesome. Uh, this video is showing off a lot of her music that flows into a lot of classical music. Not classical, like oldie music, like Ozzy Osbourne, that general thing, just old rock, and you'll see how good she can play. The problem with, okay, I've been trying to make this for a good bit, if you have watched previous videos of mine, that the reason why I've just now been able to make it is because she just now made a cover of Cherry Bomb, which allows me to flow it into other things. Her other songs aren't normal in the best way to put them. Like, you can't make them flow easily. Even amongst themselves, it's a little hard to make them flow. This game, the reason I picked this game over all other games is because this also flows with the music overall. It'll be a little bit maybe off rhythm because it's not a rhythm game, but it should still let you groove along with it. I will post on the screen whenever I need to here, whenever I'm actually saying played. There'll be a little bit in editing mode, because right now it is all live, relatively speaking, to make it a little bit easier so you can see this and just see how beautiful this is, because just every look. And a little bit about this game, every game that has ever been publicized by Georgia, I think that's the specific wordage, because Killing Floor 2 was publicized by Georgia. Every game that's publicized by Georgia has so many unique things, and I'm not saying like promoting my own uh my chunk of land. It's just that is an intriguing thing, because Paladins is a free-to-play game. This is not free-to-play, but it's also an amazing game, and each one of them are kind of groundbreaking in what they do and little things like that. There is jank here and there, but this game overall is the best game I've ever played that can be classified as a horde shooter roguelite. And I do mean like over like Call of Duty. Like, this is peak what Call of Duty Cold War tried to be. So if you're going with the boot up and play, then it's equally split between Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 because of what they do. And I'm sorry for doing this. I will say a whole lot. I do say a whole lot with my videos. This will be a groove along here if you do want to skip to it. But I do want to say this because the actual groove along portion will be sub 30 minutes or 30 minutes exactly. I'll actually set a timer because that's that as long space I got, or as long I got the playlist to be that long. I didn't want to try and fit anymore because it was a good ending point, good flow. It worked that far. So I didn't want to try and strain it to be longer. Uh, but with all that said, this game is amazing. First, if you are a gun nut, every single gun with the first shot guaranteed is pinpoint. Even shotguns pinpoint hip fire, which is absolutely gorgeous if you are good with hipfire. I'm personally not. I will try and get better, but I am personally not good with hipfire in games, and I don't know how. I'm always used to aiming down sights first, but this game is amazing because each one of these characters have unique voice lines. And say you have, this is the character that I have made over Caroline, or made based off Caroline, but I had this character look before, or this general look, but I did have a little things changed here and there. And I'm actually going to keep that because that's actually a pretty good look overall. This is my typical berserker. This big guy is basically what I would be if I was in this situation. Just maximizing my laugh and just having fun with it. Because that is what this guy does. If you hear any of his voice lines, he is just jolly Viking man. He is just having fun, and it is amazing. And a little bit more on this game overall. This is the overall gameplay. Each 5 levels, which is why it's survival, combat, close combat. It's each 5, and each group, each perk has a different name for each one. But you level up your perk to then get new perks here and there. The last two are the ones that are really make or break your entire kit. Each perk set has a different last two, but those last two are fucking crazy. If you want to read them, you can. And to actually help you guys out to want to play it, because I will kind of mix this in with why you should play it, but not a full why you should play it. I will make a why you should play this later. But this game is amazing. And if you're reading all of this, because even this section here has a lot of information here and there, and the perk bonuses, those level rates on the bottom of them in those parentheses are very important because, for an example, Berserker, with those level increases, I am basically immortal because of that 10% damage resistance overall across the board. It is not to 1 damage. It is not to a damage, which paired with, I think I also have that on top of it, so I just take even less damage. I also have healing just over time somewhere. There we go. Healing over time. Sure, it's 1 second or 1 point per second, but it's healing over time. No other class has that, and each class has unique things that make them overall very interesting and very potent. But each one is absolutely crazy. Like Firebug, for example. This is something that I was meaning by Georgia games are very intriguing. Every game that I've seen with Georgia has interactions like this. Firebug, for an example, there is Invisibitches. I call every single PvE enemy, even PvP enemy, Invisibitches when they go invisible and try and beat your ass while they're invisible. They're Invisibitches. Simple as that. This game has Invisibitches that you cannot see unless you are, I believe, SWAT has the ability. I think it's SWAT. I don't know. But thing I'm gonna go with Firebug. Firebug, you can actually burn the Invisibitch's skin to make it where they can't go Invisibitch anymore. Sure, you're not doing a whole lot of damage, but you're blanketing an entire area in damage over time, which Invisibitches walk through it, and boom, they can't go Invisibitch. That's how cool this game is overall, because you can have multiple Firebugs, or you can have a Firebug Demolitionist to give you maximum ad clear, you can go a Gunslinger, which has all of this shit, and the crazy thing about this, each one of these perks has their own unique set of weaponry, which is why you see these specific perk set weapons you get bonuses for, which is what makes it even crazier overall. And you're going to see the Berserker weapons, because my Berserker is my max level, and I personally just prefer playing Berserker, because this is just a lot of, or some games have each playstyle or each. This is basically a hero shooter, basically. Okay. Overwatch 2 basically has the same thing, where each playstyle is a different character, but in this, your character is decided by you, but your playstyle is decided by the perk set you have. And something kind of cool, you can actually change the pistol if you really want to. I personally prefer that over this, but that gives you a lot more ammo overall, so it's pros and cons. With all that said, I will, or you will actually see text, and that is it. So, I hope y'all, and this actually should be where you jump to. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will catch y'all in the next one.